This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Thursday, the 13th of September. I'm Michael Groff. Relatively dry weather and above average temperatures will continue for the next 7 days here across the desert Southwest. But there are indications of some moisture coming in here by late next week, and things get pretty interesting as we get out to the end of the period. Plus, we'll get you an update on Florence and the latest with that. Let's take a look at the Almanac from yesterday. 107 degrees was the high. It does not feel like September out there at all, does it? 80 degrees the morning low. Outside right now, 79 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 46, humidity 32%. Light wind barometer rising. Temperatures across south central Arizona this morning. A couple of spots are down in the upper 60s, upper 70s to low 80s for us in the urban core. Here in Arcadia, looking over at the thermometer here, it's 73 where I am, so not bad. The upper air look across the country, a big ridge to our east, troughing over the Pacific Northwest, a dry southwesterly flow between those systems affecting our area, and that will continue for a while. The watch warning maps still have red flag warnings out here, high fire danger throughout much of the western United States, a flash flood watch for parts of the Texas coast, and hurricane warnings and storm surge warnings for the coasts of the Carolinas, and we have a tornado watch now for parts of eastern North Carolina. Severe weather outlook for today, a slight risk of severe storms where you may see a few of those tornadoes in parts of eastern North Carolina with a marginal risk west of that. And speaking of the tropics, let's take a look at the whole picture here. We've got our tropical wave over the western and central Gulf of Mexico that'll be affecting the Texas coast. Plenty of rain there. Maybe this develops into a tropical depression or storm. Probably not, though. Then we have Joyce and Helene over the central and eastern Atlantic. Those might affect the Azores, otherwise won't be too much of a factor. And then, of course, there's Isaac, which is approaching, or moving through, I should say, the Lesser Antilles today. And that will bring some rain and wind and then move through the Caribbean and ultimately will weaken to an open wave. Of course, the big story is Florence. Now, this storm has encountered a little bit of shear and some drier air has made its way into the southern half of the system. And you can see that on the satellite presentation, although it does appear it's starting to get better organized once again. And the max sustained winds are down to 110 miles per hour, but you can't let your guard down on this. Category 2, Category 3, it really doesn't matter. It's still going to bring a devastating, life-threatening storm surge and hurricane force winds to the coast of the Carolinas over the next 36 hours or so before it weakens. And the big story is going to be the rain, heavy rain, and again, life-threatening rainfall on the order of 15 to 30 inches for much of eastern, north, and parts of South Carolina as well. And even places that are west of there will see as much as 10 inches of rain from this storm. So obviously, regardless of the intensity that you see right now, it's still a major threat. All right, around here, rainfall for the next 7 days, it's almost a blank map. Nothing in the valley, almost nothing statewide, maybe a little bit down there in parts of far southern Arizona around Santa Cruz County. But boy, I just don't see a whole lot happening, at least in the next 7 days. We'll take a look at it now as we run through the models. Here we go. The GFS, the 06Z run valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. We take a look at the upper look first at 18,000 feet. And there you see that big ridge over the eastern half of the United States, and there's Florence. And a big cold trough out here in the western states. And between those, an upper level southwesterly flow for us. So down at the surface, sunny skies, another dry and hot day. Highs today between 103 and 107. Tonight, clear skies, and since the air is still dry, we'll cool to around 70 to near 80. Then tomorrow, the guidance coming in a little bit warmer. Highs 104 to 108 here in the valley. The hottest deserts could touch 110. Then as we go to Saturday, the flow aloft turns a bit more southerly and we see a bit of moisture advected in here. That's not going to bring any chances of rain, but the humidity levels come up. The overnight lows will be coming up as well, unfortunately, into the upper 70s to middle 80s. Highs will still be toasty, though. 103 to 107 Saturday, 102 to 106 on Sunday, and we're still around 102 to 106 Monday and Tuesday of next week. Really no signs of temperatures falling off all that much. Maybe we start to see a couple of degrees of cooling as we go to Wednesday. Highs 100 to 104. But that would still be above the climatological averages. Now, let's go out to a week from today. This is Thursday, the 20th of September. A pretty low confidence forecast, but kind of interesting nonetheless. Tropical system west of the Baja, troughing over the central and northern Rockies. High temperatures coming down to around the upper 90s to near 103. Here's Friday, the 21st. Tropical system making its way up the Baja coast. Then the end of the forecast period, this is Saturday, the 22nd. That tropical system heading for the southwestern United States. Tropical moisture would be on the increase if this scenario were to verify, but again, it's low confidence and it's 10 days out. So much can change between now and then. Nonetheless, this would still paint a picture of increasing moisture, chances of showers and thunderstorms coming in here, and temperatures would be headed down. We'd probably stay in the 90s. All right, let's take a look at the numbers through the period coming off of the GFS ensemble, and certainly there's some ensemble support for temperatures coming down out there by about 8, 9, 10 days and beyond. So we can hope for that, right? There's nothing wrong. What's the old saying? Dreaming is free. All right, that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Your comments, questions, suggestions, always encouraged as well. Be safe, stay cool out there, and have yourselves a great Thursday.